So Simple versus Goosey, game number 1, hopping right in. Could you imagine if Goosey was fighting with full-size Ragnir that we saw in the animation earlier?
Imagine that, yeah.
Wouldn't fit on the stage.
Yeah, super cool animation though, guys. If you did not check that animation, definitely go back through the VOD and check the beginning of the stream. That animation was indeed super sick. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, that would have been sneaky if he hit that. Now, definitely would have been a down angled hit on that sig, but doesn't actually get the the connection here.
So now Simple, looking for the dodge read a little bit too quick. Goosey delaying the dodge, staying away from that bridge follow-up. Oh my god. Yeah, that's the aerial ender you were looking for.
Yeah. But across the stage at that, though, that's the nice piece about it like that. Like how much damage he was he either had on his opponent and how much force was on that sig. Although it looks like it should have a lot of force for how quick he swings that axe, so I feel it.
Yeah, I mean, it's just full dragon strength, flexing those biceps, everything, and lights it on fire. That's gotta hurt.
Yeah. And Ragnir on the ground right now. Oh, yeah. I've seen a lot of people going for that lately with the single stab into the dash-in neutral sig. Because, yeah, I mean, like, a lot of times you are going to get that single stab side light into some type of dash, and then you just want to see what your opponent did
and
after that. But
it catches a lot of people's dodge, because usually they're trying to dodge as soon as possible to get away from whatever follow-up light attack there is. But the signature has all that extra startup, so it actually hits you after your dodge ends.
Okay.
Oh my,
nice.
Brutal.
Yeah, earth-shattering right there with the rocks. Also sends shatters that stock as he now...
Right, so now we're down final stock. Goosey, and just like that, into the motorcycle too. Come on, man. Good cleanup by Simple, taking it out. That's going to be game number 1 on the board for him.
Nice cape, though.
Listen, that's the esports cape.
That's a very nice, yeah, I mean, those are great colors, so I'll give it up. Got the gold, got the Spartan on it with the black background, great cape. So, yeah, good first game right there for Simple. Goosey, I mean, like, his first stock was looking pretty good, and also he was able to at least make it a little competitive on that second one. Did put a little damage on there, on that last stock, I mean. But, yeah, I don't know, man. Like, I feel as though the guitars just happens to really not be the wave when it comes to playing against Jaehyun. Like,
yeah, that's it's really the way that you contest with guitars against Greatsword usually ends up in a lot of very risky gravity cancel wake up attacks. Where it's like, okay, yeah, you have the faster attacks by a mile where you can interrupt it like that, but if you make the wrong call, if you turn it the wrong way, that's your air dodge gone for the forced 3-second cooldown. So you're gonna eat a ton of damage.
And even with even with you having the advanced, I guess the buffs that they gave the guitars with like the momentum carrying and whatnot, it just still like the Greatsword is just so long. It's it's just so it's so easy to just dash back, hit him with the side light, and then go in. And then, the ground control of the Greatsword as well is great too, where obviously they're not really forced to go crazy with the approaching, and therefore I feel like it makes it really hard for the guitars to find its way in. Just like that pocket sand, Don't. Yeah, I don't think that was guaranteed. I don't know where he was going to go after that. So
those checkmate moments where you've babysat all their options, you know that they're heading low, they've got to touch that wall, and you just line up the ground pound.
Okay.
I think that's the main thing. Goosey, you want to see him take him off stage when he has those guitars, because they have a lot of attacks that can send downwards. They're great at just starving out options. And Ragnir, with those, has a couple of really great spiking signatures. Oh my gosh. Don't even need spiking signatures if you just have a dive kick surgically placed.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised he went that far down. All right. So simple. Goosey. Kind of running back. Oh,
great combo.
Nice. Yeah, like just go ahead and even, like, at least get the stock off before it gets a little too crazy. But now you can try to mount yourself a comeback, but still, you know, I'm still in the same train that, like, well, one, you're playing against Simple, who's just great. Great player. Two, you're playing against the Great Sword on guitars, and it just does not seem to be working out for you. Simple, though, willing to play that offstage game for quite some time until he's like, you know what, let me go ahead and get a weapon real quick.
So Goosey really just guarding this corner, waiting for that wall slip. You saw that orange exclamation point pop up. That meant Simple, he had to get back up on top of stage, or he wasn't going to have any more air options, even on a wall touch. Oh, just a nice quick little three-piece chain to end it all. Simple's now up 2-0.
Yeah, I mean, he is kind of handling right there. 492 to 243 is like you just got handled.
That stock was heartbreaking.
Yeah.
And then, you know, again, Goosey going a little bit down too far. You know, there's been a lot of these dive kicks to end stocks. The, you know, offstage maybe going a little bit too far with spending your gravity cancel low that costs stocks, and that's actually going to force Goosey all the way over onto Diana. Complete weapon change.
You know what, though? Like, we have been... oh, that's a nice skin. Love that skin. We've been talking about this, though, like the fact that Diana, you know, or the bow, it seems to be the best bet against the Great Sword. So, you know, picks a really good bow here. Definitely my favorite bow. But let's see if that actually works out for him, though. And also has the blasters on deck. No. And on this stage, I'm not really sure about how well the blasters will work out. I mean, you do have that very long-reaching side sig. But as far as neutral sig and down sig, I feel like those are going to be a little hard to hit, especially against the Great Sword with all that range yet again.
Yeah.
But it seems to be like he is okay with playing. Oh, wow, look at that.
Jeez.
You know, Great Sword actually beating out the downlight, which also is a really good poke. But it does take some time to wind up because you got to get all three of those shots out.
Yeah, that's why I think you'll see a lot of Blasters players against those longer range weapons. They will use that side light just because it goes farther than any of those other attacks. But
yeah,
gotta be. Oh,
and it's quick.
Shattered.
Yeah, but yeah, that side light is super quick, but it does have that dead zone, so you really got to watch your space in there. Either way, though, shattered right there, as my man TWK said. This is looking a little rough as he's stuck on the blasters yet again. I'm not sure if we're even stuck on the blasters right now, because it seems like the blasters are doing him justice way more than that the little bit of bow play that we've seen so far.
Yeah, I think what we're probably going to end up seeing, you know, Simple, he does take to the sky a lot. That is what I like. The gravity cancel downlight on blasters done a little bit off the ground. So that way you catch people just at the top of their head. Ooh, caught him with the side signature to even up the stocks. But that extra little height on the gravity cancel, you catch folks that are still standing on the ground because you're hitting them right between the eyes. And, oh my gosh.
Just a single tap and you're gone.
Man, Simple just seems so good at that, catching out options left and right. Oh, wait a minute.
I'm telling you, man, that side sig is dangerous. Because, like, I mean, not only are you getting carried if you get hit with the whole thing, but it does have some really good force, so.
Oh, and it does a ton of damage, too.
Again.
Oh, yeah, that's a stock. That's a stock.
Man, okay, that's the way that you even it back up. That is a way you even it back up. Finding the nice little pokes here with the down lights.
Yeah, you were saying that the blasters were doing pretty well, but this bow, man, really finding his footing on it.
Okay, now has to deal with the greatsword, but it is on the weapon that dealing with the greatsword seems to be a little better, a little easier to do. Nice. The pokes are coming out, man. He's definitely finding quite a bit of the. Oh my God! Never, don't even call it a poke, man. That was a whole stab. Like, jeez.
Just covers the skies, and you know that's what makes it even a little bit more heartbreaking. Is that he got hit with the tallest part of that signature, so he was already the closest to that vertical knockout line.
Yeah. That's a rough feeling though, because like the damage was starting to rack up a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
4-1 to 469. Not a crazy amount of damage spread right there, but the damage definitely wrapping up for Goosey. He was finding quite a bit of those pokes with the down lights, the neutral lights, the neutral layers and things like that. But unfortunately, just one surprise move catches that man off guard, and he is up and out of there. So,
jeez. So
we got a lot of stuff set up right now. You can see Simple over Goosey. So though we have Simple.